It's 8:51 on a Friday. It's Aloha Friday. Working on our third container movement of the day. An empty 40-foot container, getting it stripped off here at strip pile 6, stack 18, low cube 40s. We started work today at 6. First thing we did is we bobtailed here to the shipping terminal and picked up a full container of paper products going up to one of the big food distributors. Got up there only to find out they don't open until 8 o'clock. Luckily I had a phone number for a friend of mine. I called her up and says, "Are you at work? Can you come sign for this?" So we were able to get out of there by 7:30. Then we bobtailed back here to the shipping terminal. We picked up a load of the bamboo product, the bamboo flooring that we couldn't, for whatever reason, get out of the terminal yesterday. We picked that up, took it down to the carpet distributor, which is a mile away. Stood by and offloaded, and now we just brought the empty 40-foot container back here to the shipping terminal. So that's been the day so far. I think we should go down to the waterfront and see what's going on. Big ship of the week, still being loaded. Pretty sure they're going to leave sometime this afternoon. Find an empty stall. They've been scarce lately. Not sure why. See some on the back side here. This is Charlie 11. If this was a smaller truck. How you been? Another day in paradise. I wish him luck. Yeah. No way I'm going inside there. All right. Hey, have a good weekend. Checked in with dispatch. He gave me a full container of not sure what kind of product it is. It's over here at the other shipping terminal. I'll have to get it loaded onto the chassis. I think it's hardware for windows, aluminum extrusions. Not real sure. It's a new run for me. It's a new account. Right. In my 2 weeks off, somebody readjusted the clutch on this truck. It's a bit more sensitive. Right. All I have is what's in the community list, which just gives me the container number and a location in the yard here, and then an address as to where it's going. All the other fine details I have to not worry about. Outgated from here to where we're going is about 7 miles up in the Halava Valley area. Right across the street from the Pepsi bottling company. Well, I was wrong again. We got up there to what used to be a plastic bag distributor that went out of business. And now it's an off-site warehouse for one of the big laundries here on the island. So it's actually a load of towels, 52,000 pounds of towels, right to their off-site warehouse. And they don't have a facility where we can leave the containers. We had to stand by and offload 18 pallets. Double stacked. So it took them about an hour. But now we're taking this empty that we picked up at the shipping terminal Sand Island back to Sand Island, about 7 miles away. Some might call this the Halava interchange that we're going to make our way through. It's where the H1 bypass and the H1 and H2 all come together. Right next door to the stadium. I almost went and started working for these guys. When I first started working with the company I work with now, I was kind of in transition. cement trucks paid a bit better, like $2 more. They have tons of hours. Problem is, even though you only need a B license to drive the cement truck, this company required you to have an A license, and I didn't have an A license. So they said, yeah, come back when you get your A, and we'll hire you, no problem. Just our policy to always hire A drivers, even though we don't. So that's why I went to the company I'm with to help do that, get my A license. But then I felt kind of bad after they helped me get my A license to just leave like that. Plus I was enjoying it. I kind of enjoy freight. I don't know if I would enjoy cement as much. But they say it's the best paying trucking jobs on the island, cement. I don't know if it's because of their, you know, the tons of hours that they have or what it is. We're empty, he's full. He's going to have a hard time climbing the hill here. Truck driver, you have to learn how to. You have to learn the recipe. A lot of different types of cement. But as far as I know, they teach you that when you sign on with the company. The guys I drove garbage trucks with are working in the cement business now just because it's very similar. So making our way up and over Red Hill. This is what I call the H1 bypass. It bypasses the airport, goes up and over Red Hill, and then reconnects with the H1. So it goes from one end of H1 by the stadium to the other side of H1 by Kalihi. Yeah, so during my 2 weeks off, the conversation was, what are we going to do when we retire? And I kind of enjoyed it because I'd get up every day around 5:30, hang out with the cats and have a cup of coffee. Do a few chores, you know, laundry, dishes, garbage. Clean up after the cats. Then I usually go for a walk, and I'm not much for just walking, but I enjoy looking for trash. It's like a way of hunting, you know? And so I just take a plastic bag with me and I see if I can find trash and pick it up. And try to pay attention to any graffiti in the neighborhood, because that's, you know, one of the first signs of vandals in your community. I thought if I was retired, I'd probably, you know, be more diligent about that. Maybe go to board meetings or, you know, the association or the neighborhood board meetings and try to figure out where I could probably volunteer, serve the community, as you will. Being a trash man and someone who likes to move things, I can probably solve a lot of problems like abandoned cars, garbage, graffiti. I don't want to be a person that just, you know, somebody leaves their car and then you just nag them to death. I want to be a person that, you know, why is the car abandoned? Do you need help fixing it? Do you want to sell it? You know, that kind of stuff. I don't want to. Because I used to leave my cars on the road for months at a time when they weren't running. So I know how you can get into that kind of situation. But yeah, that's what we're thinking about. Either fixing cars or fixing up a house or fixing up a boat. All three of those things I could probably do. Entertain myself. It'd be good if I could do something that makes interesting YouTube videos, you know. I'd have to practice my craft of storytelling. I like YouTube creators that tell a story without even talking, you know, all the different angles. There's this guy in Minnesota, I think, that fixes up old Ford trucks and cars. Never talks, just films himself fixing cars. I watch him for hours, man. Just totally entertained and relaxed. It's weird. Anyway, we made our way back onto Sand Island. We're making our way back to the shipping terminal. Gonna drop off this empty, check in with dispatch. It's 11:24. We're working till 1. Dispatch called and wanted to make sure I was able to work this Sunday. I said yes. That's what's going on. 12:07. Time to shut them down. I'd work another hour, but there's all we have is these Matson containers, and we can't haul them because they're out to lunch until 1 o'clock. So I guess we'll head over to Costco right next door and pick up a bag of cat food. Then I have my obligations. Off tomorrow. Nothing really planned. Probably hang out around the house and relax. Then we'll be back here on Sunday hauling LTLs. Doesn't sound like there's that much, but there's going to be a lot of empties in the yard because we can't take them into the shipping terminal right now. So That's the way the cookie crumbled this week. All in all, easy day. We stood around and offloaded a couple containers. Moved 6 containers. Drove 37 miles. Piece of cake. That's about all we got today. Thanks for watching. Aloha.